What's up, everybody? This is Big Tall Bear.
And I am Rock Dad.
Welcome to the podcast. Tune into our podcast to hear current gaming news, interviews, and all about the challenges being a modern dad.
And this is our first show where we interviewed Fallen Rain eSports. If you like, hit that sub button below and enjoy. That was based out of Canada. I think it was called the PMS clan. And
Wow.
she had picked up to play with them with Halo for a while. She was really fucking good, dude. She's always been good at games, to be honest with you, though.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
She is really good. If you guys haven't ever checked her out, check out Rock. It's freaking yeah, hey, the next thing that's coming up is the Steam Deck. I knew I was going to do that. When we did rehearsal, I knew I was going to say that wrong. I knew it. It's called the Steam.
Well,
It's called the Steam Deck.
Steam Deck.
And it's supposed to be this new portable PC that Valve is coming out with, and it's supposed to rival the Nintendo Switch. It's gonna cost about $399 according to this for the 64 gigabyte version, $529 for the 256 gigabyte version, and $649 for the 512 gigabyte version. It's going to be released in December 2021 in the US and Canada, and it will release in other regions in 2022. What do you guys think about that?
That's interesting. That's definitely going to put up some competition, I think, with the Nintendo Switch. However, some of the games that you can play on the Nintendo Switch, you can play on Steam. First one that comes to mind for me is like Hollow Knight. I actually, I played that on Steam, but you can play that on the Nintendo Switch as well. So, I wonder if it opens up the doors for any games that used to be maybe Nintendo Switch specific, to where, I also bring up the thought process of how does that work with online gameplay? Because you could play Fortnite on the Nintendo Switch, so I imagine you could do
the same thing
on the Steam one.
Yeah.
You can play Fortnite through Steam.
I understand it adds a new gaming console to everything, but does it really add it? A whole nother console in itself to cross-platform?
I don't know. Looking at it, it has a very similar look to the Nintendo Switch, and little small minor nuances that are different, but nothing too major. I don't even know why they would throw that out there to try to be competitive with such a heavy hitter such as Nintendo. PlayStation has this little mini PSP. Obviously Nintendo has this Switch now, and they had the mini, and I think they come out with something else just recently too. Mini Lite, even maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, Switch Lite.
Switch Lite. There you go. Thank you.
I think the biggest argument for a release of this
game I'm super excited.
Anyway, sorry about that, guys. We're still working out little things. You gotta bear with us a little bit. So the biggest competition with Nintendo is because Nintendo is notorious about having their IP games. They do their games. They don't really branch out to other types of games unless they're big hitters and stuff like that. With the Steam Deck, you're going to be able to play basically all your PC games on this console.
Yeah, kind of cool, right?
That's kind of the selling point, I think. You want to make sure that you're able to, you've got games take Farming Simulator for instance. They're not releasing a mobile version. People can play Farming Simulator now. Hey, let's go. Let's bale some freaking hay on a portable. So
that's a huge thing. I was hoping somebody would have touched topic with that. All the games that people want to play on the go. Long car rides, vacations, so forth. That they can't really bring their PC, on a vacation spot with them, or 10-hour car ride or whatever. Now you literally can do that. You can play your Phasmophobia on the go, or your Rogue Company. I mean, you got it on the Switch, but not everybody has a Switch.
Right.
New World is on Steam. If you could play this thing on the Steam Deck, oh my god.
There you
go. New World, we're going wherever we want to go. Okay. For anybody who's wanting to travel and do stuff, and still take games with him, I see this being like a huge, like, I don't want to say investment, but
Kind of game changer.
it's like a game changer, right? Like, of people who are like, oh my god, I got shit going on in this game. I can't believe I'm gonna be gone this weekend. If they try to plan things around raids and shit like that, it's stressful for them, right?
Yeah.
With you, and then when you're not doing it, you can be doing like what we want you doing type stuff. Like, come have
Exactly.
a
Speaking of New
like-
World, guys, what are your first impressions of New World? Yeah, what do you think of it?
A newer version of Skyrim. We talked about it earlier. I'm a huge fan of Skyrim, and even like the icons and everything that they have in the game is very similar. Like the the waypoints and everything in it, it's like it just screams Skyrim. And I've only played probably about an hour of it, but like I was messaging some people and I was like, man, this is awesome. Like I get a chance at playing Skyrim again, but different and better. So hopefully I do see some quirks and bugs and stuff, but that'll get worked out as any new game launches has that. But I think it's got a huge selling point on this game. Like I think it's going to last a while. I mean, hell, look at Skyrim. That game is still $60 on Steam, and it's been what, since the Xbox 360?
Yeah, it's been a while. You know what's cool too? This was made by Amazon. This was like one of their first like major MMOs that they've made. This was made by Amazon. I think that's pretty badass. They did an amazing job with it. Like they have brought in so many like familiar feels from other games into this new world. I love it. It's great. You can just use it as because it's appropriate. And you got people who've never experienced an MMO before, who have seen these MMOs, like, oh, that reminds me, like you just like Skyrim. This like they can connect and like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then like they're realizing that I'm meeting people who I can have conversations with. I can have like factions in the game and like Discord calls, and now I'm playing with other people within this new world in this new style of game that I've never done before. So like somebody like me, like I've done an MMO before in the past with Final Fantasy 11. I hadn't touched any other one since then. There's people who've been doing WoW since it first came out and then some, and now they're like, I'm done with WoW. This is everything that I've been missing. And it's like, what? That's awesome. This game I think did well. Now, I might be biased because, like I said, I haven't played a lot of them, but there might be somebody with another opinion out there, and I'd be more open-minded to hear what they had to say about it. But I think the game's good. I like it.
Chris,
I think it's on the background still. Let me check. I closed. Yep, it did. Shit.
Reno, what do you think? What do you think, Copenhagen? What do you think about New World?
Yeah, it's another MMO, just like any other one out there. I got engrossed in World of Warcraft when it first came out, and I stuck with that for a long.
Gotcha. I'm kind of. Go ahead, man. Sorry.
I'm just saying another MMO is just not in the books for me. You know what I'm saying?
I gotcha. For me personally, like I never really got into Skyrim. Everybody's like gasping out there. I can hear you. I know. I can play Fallout all day. I cannot, for the life of me, get into Skyrim. I can't. I've never liked Skyrim. I've never been able to get into it. And this just looks like another just reskin to me of Skyrim, except it adds in like a little bit of crafting, a little bit more extensive crafting is what it looks like to me. I don't think like it's, I don't know. I can't get into it. It basically is what I'm saying. It's not my cup of tea. I think that it's going to do well based on how well that Skyrim did, because Skyrim, like Advocate said, it's been almost 10 years and it's still $60. Jesus. But it's not my cup of tea. I'm not a big fan of it. Sorry, not sorry.
Hey, you don't have to be sorry, in my opinion. I think you're entitled to not like things that people like, and vice versa. It's okay to like things that people don't like. Don't feel sorry for it. That's fine.
I love how you basically said it's okay to be wrong.
I don't know.
I'm just hoping that like we're comparing it to Skyrim and other MMOs. Like I hope there's something in like in the future, like later on as like storylines progress and playing the game progresses, that it kind of ventures in and takes off on something on its own. just because, like I said, I'm a huge fan of Skyrim, and I still play Skyrim to this day, even though I've beaten it multiple times, just a free roam about it. And while this game is great now because it reminds me of Skyrim, is it going to get boring because I'm already playing a game similar to it that is almost the same aspect? Like, I'm very curious on to see how it progresses. Like, it's got like the demons and orgs and stuff in it so far that I've seen, the zombie like creatures, to where Skyrim was all about like dragons and imperial guards and such. So I'm hoping that it takes off in another direction while still having that same feel, just kind of introducing something different. It's been like Bear said, 10 years since Skyrim's been out. Like, there's all kind of advanced technology and different things that have appeared in gaming since then. Like, are they going to implement some of that into kind of almost like a remastered game almost?
Exactly. It's exactly my thought here as well. It's like you don't want to release a game that's kind of just a do-over of a game that's already out, especially one as wildly popular as Skyrim. It seems like a kind of a rushed idea. That's all I'm saying.
MMO though, that's the thing. Like, this is like, it's connecting more people. I don't know. I mean, you guys are making some valid points, but I guess I'm on the other side of the coin where I'm like, I don't know. I kind of like it. I think it might have a lot of potential. I think it's got a good storyline to it. I think it might actually become something pretty popular, and I can see it even helping some people get partner, in my opinion. But we'll see what happens as time unfolds. But it could just be another MMO, like you guys said.
Oh, I definitely think it's going to go somewhere, like 100%. The following in the games that Bethesda put out there that followed Skyrim is still there. You got previous Oblivion and then the Elder Scroll Online. Like, there's definitely a calling for it. So I do think that New World is going to be a hit title for a while, at least for a while. And so far I'm enjoying the game, so I'm just super excited to see what progression there is in it.
Okay.
Like, yeah, man. You know what? And I could be completely wrong. I could be absolutely devastatingly wrong about this game. We'll find out later, I guess.
Yeah. What do we got for our next question,
Our
Bear?
next question is my favorite of the month. It's finally October. It's October 1st right now. What are you guys doing for Halloween? I'm super stoked for it. I love Halloween. I love the spooky season. What are you guys' plans? What are you guys up to?
I think like first, I'm a huge horror fanatic, so anything Halloween based, like, it's pretty much Halloween all year round for me. Like, between dressing up as cosplay, watching the horror movies, that's all year round for me. I don't distinguish it to 1 month.
Please, how dare you? How dare you celebrate Halloween once, you plebes?
No, like, each year I do this tradition. Like, I'll watch all the in scene movies. Like, you got your Friday the 13th, so the first 13 days I'll watch all the Friday 13th, one each night, that way I don't burn out on them. And then I'll jump over to Nightmare on Elm Street, Michael Myers, all those very pop cultural icons and stuff like that. I'll watch all those. And then I'm really excited to see, like, last year I really wasn't big into watching streamers and stuff like that, but being involved in the different communities I am and seeing all the new streamers and stuff like that, I'm super curious and not I wouldn't say curious, but excited to see, like, the different layouts on stream and the different the creative side, the different individuals on Twitch and Facebook and YouTube and stuff like that. Like, we play with a individual now, and she's had her Halloween layout done for almost 2 weeks now, and it's great, like, to see that creative side of people and just seeing all the different things that people do, especially around like a specific holiday and stuff. It's very entertaining.
Man, I'm super excited. Currently, Mama Bear is literally at freaking Dollar Tree right now. Just like I know you're gonna spend like $100 on like the stupidest Halloween decorations you can possibly find, but it's going to be glorious, and I'm so happy. You have no idea. So excited. I love that, and I always love Christmas decorating, but I like Christmas for the lights and stuff like that. But Halloween, you can make your own. You can make jack-o'-lanterns. You can always do all kinds of stuff just with random crap you have laying around your house. Like you can make, like, hey, I've got a brown sheet somewhere. Let's go make, I don't know, a shit ghost or something. I don't know. we're gonna do something with this brown sheet. I don't know what it is. We're gonna do something with it. So it's Halloween is the holiday of innovation. Damn it! So I know my wife is she's probably watching right now, and she's probably cussing me, but she's probably gonna spend like $200 at Dollar Tree trying to figure out
You
different.
can't make it. Is another thing too, man. Like I'm pro people like getting pallets and like making their own Halloween decorations. That's what I like to do. I like working with my hands a lot, though. That may have something to do with it. But man, like we rip up our yard. We go to town with our like Halloween decorations.
Yeah.
We would take old pallets and break them down, paint them black, make it look all like jaggeded, and we'd cover them with like that fake cobweb, and like we'd like put sticks and like leaves into it to really like distress it and things like that. And then we'd have like we dig up the yard and give like a fake grave site. We had like a fake specter coming out. We had low lining fog coming across, tombstones everywhere, spider tunnel. Like we have like zombies falling out of the ground.
I want to come to your house.
Right?
The people, like coming around to go through the spider tunnel, dude. It was so badass. But get this, right? So like I ended up like moving and giving my Halloween decorations away to my brother-in-law, who stayed behind, and he's kept the tradition going, and since then has added to the collection. And he goes all out, and now we don't even attempt to decorate. We just go over there and help with like the haunted house that he's created through his property. It's badass. Like he has a line of neighbors like from other neighborhoods like waiting to go through his shit. It's so cool. And it all started with like the stuff I gave him. We used to do it at my place. It was badass. We love Halloween.
That's freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That's freaking
Like
awesome.
like when you're I have kids, so I do this with my kids, but like Christmas time, you'll drive around and look at the different houses for lights and stuff like that. Like I remember doing that when I was little. We do that with Halloween stuff. Like we'll drive around like, oh man, look at this house. It's got a 8-foot mummy sitting in the yard or something. We just like, it's great. Like I love the Halloween decorations and looking at it, and seeing the new things people are coming up with, especially not trying to get into it too much, but the 3D printing. I just shared a photo of a 8-foot Pennywise that was 3D printed that took 2 months. It's huge. It's not like that stuff's on the market. People are able.
I like clowns.
Hard hat.
It's like,
I'm posting it. I'm posting it for you guys.
You can probably guess who. I know another streamer. She's an absolute huge fan of clowns. She would absolutely love this space alien killer clown. Cope, I bet you can get first try.
yeah.
In the chat.
Tequila.
Yes, good job. Like there it is, tequila.
I know tequila too well.
I can't. Clowns. I don't know why. I just can't do clowns.
She does not like clowns at all. She would
No, at all.
if she knew it was me that put somebody else to it, like, hey, send this to her. Go dress up as this and go scare her. If she found out it was me, y'all be like, what happened to Rock Dad?
Yeah, right.
Where'd he go?
Jello, thank you for that clip. That's amazing. Spooky poop ghost. Glad that I put out the spooky poop ghost on my very first fucking.
So, hey, was that your first
podcast.
clip?
That is my first clip of the spooky poop ghost. I'm not gonna live that down anytime soon. I appreciate it.
You do realize that somewhere along the lines, there's 14 people in here right now that are expecting some type of shitty ghost. Like some pictures of some
it's going to be hanging here. The next podcast. The next podcast. It's literally going to be hanging behind me. The shitty poop.
A brown floating ghost.
Holy Christ!
Like Charlie Brown, poorly cut out sheep. smears everywhere. They're like, what the fuck? Sorry, I ran out of toilet paper. It was COVID-19. What can I say?
Just grab brown paint, start flicking it on a sheet.
Yeah, you just improvise.
Advocate, that is terrifying. I don't know why you had.
That's amazing. 2 solid months of straight up printing.
I
Okay,
can't
so-
do it.
Should we dive into like the meat and potatoes?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
like-
So,
All right.
ladies and gentlemen, the people that we're going to be interviewing today is Advocate in Copenhagen. They are the owner and co-owner of Fallen Rain eSports. This is a relatively new esports league that they are coming up with. It's pretty up and coming. They've got several things to let you know about and stuff like that. So, guys, take it away.
Yeah, like I was saying in the beginning, we're an esports organization designed, strictly. Well, at first it was targeted for individuals that felt like they didn't belong in the esports scene. There was, a lot of stereotypes and projected images of what an esports player would look like. Being in the esports industry and being an outcast. We wanted to create something that has some type of security for us. Me and Copenhagen both come from a different type of esports background. We both had our fair share in negativity, and whether it be just negative activity or overall just poor leadership, that we felt like it was time to secure that. We both love playing games, and we both wanted to compete on a competitive level on various games, not just one specific game. That our ultimate goal was to start it the best way for us, to make sure that we didn't have to worry about closing or worry about someone not doing their job or anything of that nature. Like, we control that now. We control the future of gaming for us.
I think that's awesome. Being able to take kind of like control of a situation that was, basically negative. It was a negative situation, and you guys, took action and, made the best of it. And here you are, and you've made, like, Bear was saying, you made huge strides. Such a short amount of time, too. That's a lot of stress to take on. And it looks like it's kind of worth it, how it's kind of paying off for you in regards to how well it's doing. But I imagine that it kind of weighs on you over time. Like almost any content creator experiences like stress overload when it comes to creating content. But for you being in the esports realm, it's additional stress on top of what is already there being a content creator as well. So what kind of stuff are you doing to help combat the stress that is associated with running an esports org, as well as doing things with esports? I mean, Copenhagen, I imagine you have something to, you just said a second ago, Advocate, you guys come from 2 different types of backgrounds with esports. I would like for you guys to elaborate a little bit more in regards to the difference in your backgrounds and how it affects you differently as well.
It definitely is a stressful thing, especially within the last, week or so. It's we got a lot of things that are panning out to what we want to do and things like that. It has developed very, very fast, very significantly, and a lot of it has to do with you guys, meeting you guys, and the relationships that were established help the growth of the esports. I have a lot of things that I'm developing now. We've recently partnered in with a college. We're still finalizing the details of it, but as an esports program, I mentioned earlier off stream that we're getting ready to launch a series of custom gaming controllers through Evil Controllers, with Fallen Rain, for PS5 and Xbox. We got the merch, the jerseys. We just launched a
You just
a
keep
breast cancer awareness month, October.
as hell is what you're getting at, right?
Yeah.
It
Uh, it's definitely taken a toll on both of us, just the stress level. So I tend to, my normal 9 to 5 stuff that kind of lets me escape from reality as being a tattoo artist. I'll throw on my headphones, put the not the electronics because I'm still using them, but like overall the Discord and the community, like I'll put it on hold for that brief short 3 to 4 hours that I get to do a tattoo, that I can just like put on some music, zone into it, and just escape all the stress that I have to deal with, and then just turn around and jump right back into it. I know
Take it like that's good.
yeah, I'm sure Cope's got some other things that he does, so I'll let him tell you about those. Hello?
Cope, can you hear us? Okay.
I think he's having a little bit of trouble with his mic. Just overall, I think we handle things a little bit differently when it comes to dealing with stress, playing games that we don't normally play to kind of get away from that competitiveness, and spending a lot of time, for instance, doing this with you guys. It's a good way to like dealing with the esports stuff, but in a sense not dealing with it. It's something new that like we get to take a break from managing the community. And don't get me wrong, I love doing love managing the community. That was the whole point of starting this, and dealing with it, dealing with all the stuff that we deal with. Even though headache, like that's part of the job, like that's what I signed up for. That's what in a weird kind of way, like I like it. I like it.
For you to put that much work into it, I mean, for you, like you're saying, it gets stressful, but in order for you to choose that stress continuously, you must enjoy it. Otherwise, you wouldn't do it, right?
Absolutely. They say there's a bunch of philosophers that say without some type of failure or uncertainty, success is not possible. So, all this stress is worrying about failures. Is this team going to sign? Is this team going to perform? Am I getting this contract signed? Am I getting this player? There's so many variations of things that could possibly go wrong. Like, in a sense, I kind of want them to go wrong, because if everything is like constantly good, everything's good, like would we consider ourselves successful?
Yeah.
We would just get, it's kind of like they say with people with money, like, oh, you were just born into money, you didn't work for it, millionaires and things like that. Like, I want to be able to say that I worked blood, sweat, and tears to get this place going. So, I want the failure, I want the negative aspect to happen, so that the trials and the tribute has a greater appreciation at the end of the day.
That's absolutely that's a great attitude to have for anything, my friend. That's an amazing thing. That's great.
Yeah, Cope's just having a little issues. He keeps getting kicked and things like that.
Well, I like.
I'm good now. I fixed it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead, Cope.
I'm sorry, I missed what was said because I was lagging so bad. Everybody went robotic on me, so I missed a lot of stuff.
Okay. Well, quick, nit and gritty. Advocate was kind of explaining like a lot of the stresses that are taken on as in charge of the esports organization, and like trying to find things to kind of like take him out of the stress. And like he was talking about how he looks forward to his like IRL with like tattooing, and just kind of like processing the stresses that are associated with like the competitive side of gaming. That's what you guys are. Like there's a lot of people on Twitch that we are doing a podcast, but like people do a lot of gaming on Twitch. Not everybody does it competitive.
Really? A lot of people do gaming on Twitch? What? when did that start? Who didn't tell me that people game on Twitch?
You can do so much on Twitch. You can cook on Twitch. You can talk on Twitch.
There's all
you can-
kinds of things. Oh my god. What?
Wow.
You can
What is life?
No,
Sorry, okay.
The only thing Advocate's given me lately to do is just recruit, dude. And I'm telling you what, it's boring. It's boring. It's boring as hell.
It
It's
is.
just sitting there watching people just sit there and play and play. Like you go to so many different channels, it's like, okay, this person's not impressing me. It's just like, okay, then you go to another channel, and it's like this person's not impressing me. And it's like, oh my gosh, this is so boring.
For as a recruiter for an esports org, like I love this that you brought that up, and they're boring you. Okay, so are you looking for entertainment value? Are you looking for like spectacular play?
No, no,
That's a
so
good
I
question.
don't care how good they are. You can dominate the whole entire enemy team, but if you don't have any personality to you, and then you're not gonna fit into our organization. I'm sorry.
Okay, are you looking for a certain type of I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just
Go ahead.
with that statement about how if you may be really really good, but if I don't like your character, I'm not interested in you. Is basically
Right?
what-
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I want to know what you have to offer as a person, not as your gameplay.
Yeah, because a lot of people can play the game well, and some people really, really well. But when it comes down to it, are they going to be somebody that you want to be associated with? What if they're
Exactly. They may be a total dick, or they may be, a really cool person. So that's the difference there.
like that?
That's a
charisma?
good criteria right there.
It's genuinely how we go about it. We kind of built like if we try to build a relationship with them. Like we try to make every individual here not feel like just a number. A lot of the esports organizations, they all they care about is the numbers, the growth. Like people stream in our stuff. We go to their streams. We're constantly playing games with individuals that we can play games with. Obviously not everybody has the same game, but the games that generally the most of us do have, we tend to do it. And we sat down and came up with a criteria of what it is that we're looking for when it comes to recruiting. It's like he said, like Copenhagen said, it doesn't matter how good they are. Like if they can't like vibe with their chat, how are they going to be able to vibe with us? So
Exactly.
I tend to steer towards more people that stream than overall, just in-game stuff. I mean, we have met some individuals in game that just happen to click with us very well. But, I'll go into a stream and sit for an hour before I start interacting with them because, I want to see them as a person. When you see the word esports in a title or say, oh, we're, the owner or director of esports for such and such organization, automatically it's like, okay, boom, they're here to check me out. Let me not be who I really am. Let me put on a front. Let me, if they're a toxic individual that, they constantly calls people out, they're going to put that front on. So
Exactly.
we have a whole criteria list for it.
So speaking of all of the that stuff, what is it about Rogue Company? Like you set up this whole esports thing. What is it about Rogue Company that drew you to that game? And that's the game that you want to set up this whole thing around. What drew you to that game?
So when I met, Rock Dad and Copenhagen and such, we met in Rogue Company. I saw Rogue Company, I heard about it, and I was like, man, it kind of looks like Fortnite. I'm not really into it. Like it's not my game of choice. But I went on a trip to Las Vegas and I had my Switch. I never leave home without my Switch. I could go to the grocery store and still have it. And it's like, all right, I'll give it a try. I got no problem, just trying a new game on the go. I played the game and I cut my vacation short to go home and download it on my PC just to play.
Wow.
I got super into it. I met a lot of individuals playing it, and I started finding the competitive side to it. And I was involved in another organization as an esports director, and I came across Rock Dad's stream, and he was getting ready to end his stream, but he was there long enough to for me to give him my little pitch about trying to get him involved in the esports side of things. And then he invited me to the place he was, and then I took over their esports their esports side of things, and just constantly playing community nights and stuff with him. And it's like, you know what, get him to join this team. And, I got him to join. And then, Copenhagen was coming to our streams and hanging out because he was in Brock Dad's thing, his community and on his streams. And, I recruited both of them for the org that we were a part of. And, it just like, I feel like that game like created a bond for so many people. I have so many friends now within the Rogue Company community. It's not a large community, but there is a large, like in a sense to me, I consider it large. So, to create an organization solely around that, it was kind of like almost like a sentimental thing. Like I met all these great people, these great players through this game. I want to continue to meet great players and great friends. So kind of directed it towards that. Starting, we have an all-girl squad now. The Fallen Rain Vixens. Victims.
That's what you call a swing and a miss. Wow.
Yes. And then we have other, we have if you notice in Copenhagen's background, it's Fallen Rain Conviction. We decided to split the community into two and have some in-house fun and in-house rivalry because there's such a large following with all these games, and we want to give all these individuals, a place to play esports with Rogue Company, that we split it into two. It's Fallen Rain Conviction and Fallen Rain Hydra, and it's that right there was solely based around Rogue Company. So now we have, multiple teams and multiple games, and have a little bit of fun in house. It's a 4v4 game, and now we get a chance to, we'll take the Conviction Squad versus the Hydra or versus the Vixens. So
awesome, man. That's actually pretty cool. All right, got one more question for you here. Yeah. Awesome. Do you have a favorite rogue? Like, what is your absolute favorite rogue?
This question was going to come up, and I honestly can't tell you. I've played every rogue that they have. My two go-tos, like if I had to like really sit down and pinpoint two of them, I don't think I could do one. It would have to be two. It would be between Lancer and Glitch. That's my go-tos. The stickies. I'm all about the sticky bombs, and I know there's other rogues with the sticky bombs, but they're just too. They like they're my first choice. Like I'll see who everybody's playing. It's like I'm playing one of these two. Like which one do you guys want me to play?
Right. Awesome.
We got
So, yeah.
Rogue in the chat saying Sigrid.
Sigrid for life, man. Yeah, you're always Sigrid. So yeah, I know. Rock Dad's favorite one is Mac, right?
I just like the LMG. I really liked Anvil, and then I really liked Mac. Something about his Claymore, just him being a big bulky dude. Maybe I don't know, but you're bringing me into canon. Being the next update, it comes out on October 5th for new content coming out on Rogue Company. And this guy, he's like your 80s, 90s style action like hero movie actor type guy. He's jacked. Dude, he's got like that dreadlocks that you would see in like the 80s and 90s. He's got this giant like minigun, dude. The guy looks so fucking badass, dude. I can't wait to play him. Just running around like just get like Anvil says, get behind me. Like this guy's got this minigun. Yeah, wait. It's gonna be cool.
Get behind me. You can't,
that I love the most. But Anvil's dope because he's the one that got me hooked when I was playing Rogue Company. So yeah, you're right, Anvil holds a special place in my heart.
Anvil is definitely my favorite, and it's not just because I sound like him. I like the simplicity to all his stuff. Like he's a super easy character to learn on, even though I'm still absolute garbage at this game. But he's a super good character to learn on. He's just well-rounded. His gun is great. Upgrading everything is just amazing. It's just it's good. It's good.
I'm on the fence with Canon, to be honest with you. I was super hyped for the last rogue that came out, and she's got her abilities that are great, but I was kind of disappointed with her. And I'm on the fence with Canon. Like there's you release you rogues within a matter of what 2 months, which is very very weird to do. For high res to do that, and with Canon coming out, like I looked at his like his weapons and stuff like that, and it's not my play style, but I'll give them all a chance just because I'm that guy. But I'm honestly like I don't think I'm gonna like him.
I don't like the fact that he doesn't have an LMG like Amvor Mac.
That special ability is the minigun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a little odd. That
Yeah,
does seem
'cause
really
he-
odd, doesn't it?
Because he's a big bulky guy, and like, why would you give him a small gun like it? That just
I'm not ready for it.
I don't like change.
Different because like right now the stigma was any big bulky guy is carrying an LMG. It's like, okay,
Right.
let's give him a minigun rather than giving him the standard of LMG. And that's his special, which means like I don't know, like if you hit, let's say you got runway, and you've got cannon, oh my gosh, the guy could just lay down an infinite of just rounds down range, man.
yeah. But his minigun is on a timer. It shuts off after so long,
Oh, I guess that's a good point.
I like
And
the
it can
wind
also
down
be
with Lancer.
and it can also be countered by EMP grenades and glitches ability.
Now that update, I'm super excited for. I know that Rogue plays Secret a lot, but I'm super excited the fact that now like that shield is no longer OP. The EMP grenades and glitches, hacks can shut that down, and it's going to make the game so sweet. Since the last update, like all you see is Sigurd plays now, and I got a feeling as soon as that update hits on Tuesday, like it's going to drop.
Well, yeah. I mean, to be honest, you think it's only fair because already glitch's ability will take out Anvil's shield, so why wouldn't it take Sigurd's shield away too?
Exactly.
Can't take away everything.
I didn't know Glitch took out interest. That's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Learn new
Yeah.
things every day.
That's the greatest part about Glitch. Like
Yep.
almost everything, well, as of Tuesday, everything is countered.
Glitch's ability.
Yep. It's one of the only characters that can counter every character.
It's
Oh
awesome.
man, it suck too for like Lancer. Oh, man. Like hope you
Yeah.
stick on me.
Oh yeah, because if Lancer hits her ability, her dead silence, and Glitch pops his ability, it'll counter it.
Shuts
Yeah.
it down, and
And-
that
Dallas's will hers down as well when Dallas flips his thing or closes his phone, whatever. It's actually going to, and if she's using that, it'll cancel it when it reveals her.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
and
So they're making it a lot more fair with Lancer gameplay then.
Yeah.
the
So that
makes
downfall
sense.
to it, the downfall to Glitch is they are shortening the radius to
Yeah.
to his hacks.
He's gonna be too OP if not,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll be
Yeah.
able to shut down everything constantly. Seems a little B.
Hey, I'm
That makes
perfectly okay with that.
Oh,
I'm a
I'm
Glitch
sure.
player. Like, I'm okay.
I'm sure you're perfectly fine with that. Yeah, it's like, hey,
I don't think the rest of the Rogue world's really like, oh, we're gonna give this scrawny little masked magician the ability to control the entire game. No, it's not happening.
Right. Rogue in the chat. I sense a challenge. I bet you
Yeah.
do. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be good. Good to try it out. So all right, so we're gonna move on a little bit. We're gonna go to this this one question that I had, and it's super random. I know it makes absolutely no sense to our entire conversation, but what is your guys' go-to gaming snack? What is it?
Fat kid, so I'm all about kind of snacks, but I'm really into these bagel chips, and it sucks because like
Did you just
being on
call
the
yourself-
mic and
Hold on. Did you just call yourself a fat kid?
bro,
Bro,
yeah, like,
no. I hold that distinction in this chat, sir.
I literally have snacks sitting right here, like bro, like
Oh, see, you've got
nutty bars.
You've got me on that. See, I don't have snacks sitting here. You've got me there. Okay, that's fine.
My go-to right now,
Rockdad brings
yes,
out the Doritos.
Doritos, bagel
are-
chips.
Yeah, these are These are like this like roulette shit that I got for the stream that I don't know how I'm gonna incorporate yet. I don't eat snacks when I'm gaming or streaming. I don't like to have food near my gaming area. I don't even like to eat on stream most of the time, but I do. But I have a snack that I go to, and it's mostly you get. This is so boring, you guys. It's trail mix, it's staff toast, it's jerky.
I didn't have snacks in my office until my lovely wife decided to throw a Pop-Tart at my head. That was wonderful. Like
Pop-Tart.
it just literally just flew at my head. Like, that was amazing.
Did you at least try to catch it? Like,
No,
with your
I didn't
mouth,
even
like
know it was
popcorn?
coming. I had no idea it was
Oh.
coming. Just kind of flew at my head. I was like, what the hell?
What Pop Tart do you think Barry eats, you guys?
Yeah, what is my Pop-Tart here? You guys think?
I'm gonna go with s'mores. S'mores Pop-Tart.
S'mores? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Copenhagen, what you got?
Cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream. Chat, what do you got?
Chat, why don't you go ahead and throw it in there, chat? Okay, let me think, man. I'm trying to think, man. Are you like one of those like cherry-filled pastry guys? Are you like a cinnamon guy? Do you like the cinnamon Pop Tart? I'm trying to think what kind of dude you are, man. I'm trying to think. Pop Tart?
I would say it's an unfrosted Pop-Tart. He'd be the one that likes the unfrosted. Nobody likes the unfrosted, but Bear would be that one.
What?
Like,
What do I look like I have no culture, sir?
I'm-
Unfrosted.
I'm a cinnamon type guy. I want to guess cinnamon, but I'm probably gonna be wrong because I don't think a lot of people like cinnamon.
I like the brown sugar and cinnamon ones. They're good.
I like the peanut butter and jelly ones too. Like, I don't know if
Yeah,
you guys
they're
ever
good
had
too.
that.
Oh, they're amazing.
You know,
Yeah.
you get cinnamon one in an MRE. I've gotten that in an MRE before, a cinnamon Pop Tart. I thought I died and got to heaven. I was like, oh my. Oh.
I got one with Chili Mac one time, and it was just the perfect combo. Amazing. Just one time. That's all it took. It was amazing. Anyway, so every
is it?
single one of you, including chat, is wrong. I love strawberry Pop-Tarts.
Damn.
I see. I do too. Yeah,
I think they're a
strawberry's good
little
too.
too tardy for me. Like, like I bite to it, and they're like really tardy for me.
They're really tardy. I have never heard that phrase before in my life.
Me
Me
Tardy.
neither.
You were like a fruit-filled type style, instead of cherry-filled, strawberry-filled. Strawberry.
I'm the fruit-filled kind.
I was thinking, like, man, he probably likes like the. I like donuts. And so, like,
I'm
I
don't
am
get
not
started.
somebody who likes donuts because I like donuts.
I don't
But, like,
trust
sometimes
people who don't like donuts.
that donut person.
Dude, I
that-
love donuts.
And so, like, I like to look at people and take a guess. And, like, I bet he's one of like Boston cream pie type guys, or like, I'm like, oh, I bet
Hell yeah.
very like filled donuts, seem like really filled donuts. I'm like, I look at people and I think like that sometimes. That's weird. I know that's probably too much information.
No,
to
that's totally. I mean, that's totally like. I look at people and it's like, I bet that dude doesn't like pizza.
share. I mean, I'm standing there in line waiting to order these donuts, and I'm looking and I'm seeing what people ordered, and I'm trying to guess what they're going to order.
Right.
And I'm never right.
It's like it's almost like counting the license plates with your kids. Like, come on, kids, let's think of what donuts are they going to order?
I remember doing this like in the backseat of the car, a McDonald's drive-through. You always stop because there's always on the screen when you drive up to it, and it's like, okay, we're gonna guess what this person ordered. And there was this one time, there's like a family in the front seat. This great big old dude in the front seat, like he barely fit in the front of the Tahoe. It's ridiculous. And so I was like, dude, I bet he orders like 4 cheeseburgers. And we drive up to the the drive-through thing, and the only thing ordered was a salad. And I was like, oh, I feel terrible now.
You should never judge. Like, I think I got this person pegged.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No, I'm completely wrong. Wow.
But in all fairness, why would you go to McDonald's just to order a salad? Like, McDonald's has so many other great things besides a salad.
Dude, I can't eat McDonald's. I cannot. It is so greasy. My wife loves McDonald's. She loves their cheeseburgers. I cannot do it. They're so greasy. They're so just ugh. To me, I can't do McDonald's.
I'm on the nugget grind. The nugget with sweet and sour. Yeah. On
Chet-
point.
Chet's still on donuts at this point.
Yeah.
Dude, like, why are you talking about McDonald's? We had a good thing going. We're talking about donuts.
Talking about donuts, man. What's wrong with you?
All right. So favorite donut. What's your favorite donut? Go ahead, Bear.
Favorite donut's got to be a blueberry cake donut.
Yes.
Favorite donut.
So I'm different. Like I'm not gonna go into the Dunkin' Donut kind. There's a place called Diablo Donuts where I'm at, and their Fruity Pebbles donut is like on point. Like,
Fruit? Sounds bomb, dude. I love
if
fruit.
I
That
linked a
sounds
picture,
awesome.
Bear would have a heart attack right now if I linked a picture to it.
Dream donut right there.
Yeah, it's called Diablo Donuts. It's just a local restaurant, and I'm gonna put this in our chat, and I know I'm probably gonna get shit for it, but
So why would I have a heart attack? Huh?
Well, what about you, Cope? What's your favorite donut, dude?
Well, there's a local place here. I can't remember the name of it. They make these things called strawberry fritters, and oh my god, dude, they are absolutely amazing.
Nice, dude.
Timmy's does do good donuts. Sorry, I'm sorry. Anyway, just calling out the candidates here.
Whenever I hear Timmy, I always think of South Park's Timmy. You know, like with the Jimmy and Timmy. Like Timmy. It's just stupid shit. Anyway,
So the last like 5 minutes of this podcast is literally us just gonna be going Timmy. Back and forth.
always sounds like it's never a good way to end it. Okay.
so everybody says now, just interrupt him, Timmy. Timmy.
And we can do that because his mic for some reason doesn't work when we talk.
So weird, right? Like, why
I'm dying.
I got it's probably set up in like Discord to be that way.
We're gonna have to figure that. That's one thing we're gonna have to figure out. That's just so messed up.
If I go to talk and you guys need
Timmy. Okay, I'll quit. I'm sorry. All right, guys. Hey, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for coming up, Advocate and Copenhagen. We had a lot of fun with you guys. It was amazing. Give your guys' plugs so we can give you a shout out. Mod in the chat's gonna post your guys' links for you. Go ahead and tell us where they can find you on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Twitch.
You can find us on all social media platforms at Fallen Rain Esports. You could also go to fallenrainesports.com. We have a website on there. Our merch stores on there. Our social profiles are on there. Our personal Twitches, as well as all of our stream team and all of our competitive teams, as well as you'll find fitness and gaming on there as well. You can check out all the different brands and companies that we're partnered with on fallenrainesports.com.
Heck yeah, man. Well, thank you guys so much for being on the show with us. We had a blast. I'm sure everybody in chat had a blast too. I hope anyway. Otherwise, we're going to have a hell of a conversation later. So, Rock Dad, go ahead and plug yourself where we can find you. If you guys want, you can actually go down into the bio at the bottom of this, and you'll see Rock Dad's links and my links both in there. You can just click on those. It'd be easier, but Rock Dad, go ahead and tell them where you can find you.
exactly where he just said.
What he said, only meaner.
He said.
And you can also find me, Big Tall Bear, here on. You can find me here on Twitch, and actually, I'm on Twitter now. Shocker! Like I'm not used to that. I'm on Twitter, at the podcasts on Twitter. Come give me a follow, guys. I'd love to have some conversation with you. I'd like to post good stories about the, what's going on in gaming and. Just have a good time on there. But coming soon, guys, we will have a Discord at some point. I don't know when that's going to happen. We've got a lot of stuff. Ask Rock Dad. We have a ton of stuff that we still have to put together. Like not using Twitch Studio to broadcast this. Like, yeah. So we've got a lot. I know, right? What is that? We've got a lot of stuff going. If you guys want to keep up with our podcast, make sure you guys hit that follow button. And I mean, guys, we'll see you next time. We're going to try to do this again next Friday at 8:30. Go ahead and give us a follow, and hopefully you guys stick around.
Thanks for being here, everybody.
Anybody else want to say anything before
Thank
we
you
go?
guys for having us.
Thanks for being here, Cope. Thanks for being here, Steve.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. It was awesome, guys. I love you guys. You guys in chat, we love you. You guys are awesome. Give us Nux. I'm going to steal that from Rock Dad. We'll see you guys later.